Hello my friends, I'm making this video today because I want any and all of you out there who are watching this to know that you are never alone in the way that you feel. It's quite inevitable that sometimes when we get in our weird headspaces or feel some type of way about ourselves, another person, or anything that's going on internally, that we're the only one who feels that way, or nobody gets us, or nobody understands us. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. All we see is the face and the superficial level of everything that's going on around us and in our world. And it's hard not to let that trick your mind into thinking everybody has it figured out, everybody's got it going on, Becky over there has a great life. But I want to shine the light on the fact that it's okay to express the fact that you might have an insecurity or something might be going wrong, and it's okay to talk to somebody about it and address the way that you feel. So that being said, this video is going to be all about my insecurities, not as a health coach, not as a speaker, not as an advocate, guide, whatever you want to call it, but just as a person. Because everybody experiences insecurities, everybody has them, and even though we always are striving to create balance and feel the best that we can in every area of our life, that's just it. We're always striving to do that. We never actually reach a level of 100% complete balance in every area of our life. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't keep reaching for it. If we were to reach complete balance in all of these areas of our life and nothing was ever wrong, what would there be left to strive for? So it's okay if something's wrong. It's okay if you don't feel the best that you can. There's always a way to get around that, work on yourself, and feel better in that area of your life. So let's get into the insecurities that I have as requested by some of the lovely individuals on my Instagram page, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you guys like these kind of personal and intimate chats, I do them every single week, except last week I was incredibly busy, but it's no excuse. I'm going to show up for you guys. Hold me accountable. I'll hold you accountable to come, right? I'm just kidding. But I would love it if you join me here on my YouTube channel so we can be on this road to self-confidence and happiness and fulfillment together. So annihilate that subscribe button. The number one is, of course, body image. Yes, I talk a lot about body image, and I talk a lot about self-esteem and confidence in that area of my life. But the truth is, I still have my own struggles with body image that I have to work through sometimes. I recently held a program for my 21-day ebook, 21 Days to Quiet Your Inner Bully. And I gathered up a group of powerful women who wanted to take the course day by day, working all together in an intimate, close group so we could all be there to support each other. I knew that in order to get the most out of the program, I had to do it day by day with everybody so I can be empathetic in the best way that I can, but I could also work on the things that I might not even know are affecting me. And one of those things, in fact, was body image. I didn't realize that I still had these struggles that I had before. Of course, not nearly to the same extent, because I love myself and I love the way that I look, but there's still parts of me that sometimes wish that I was a little bit leaner. Let me give you an example. I went camping during this program, and I was actually a little bit nerve-wracked to put on my bikini and wear it in front of a bunch of people, primarily the people who were there that were around my age. It was a really weird feeling, and it didn't stop me from wearing the bikini, but it was a weird feeling that overcame me. So I had to sit with myself and think, why is this happening to me right now? I could just tell myself that, oh, this is happening because it happens to everybody, or we all feel this way in a bikini, or if I don't have the perfect body, then of course I feel this way. But none of that is the real answer. There's an answer behind the superficial things that we tell ourselves or the immediate thought that we think. Because as my ebook says, and as I firmly believe, that immediate voice that shuns down everything that you believe about yourself that's negative and not benefiting you, that's not your voice. That's something that's been embedded into you throughout the course of your life or growing up, or something that you've learned and become to embody. And so I knew there was a deeper meaning behind the way that I felt that way. And here's what I found out. I had this subconscious belief that because I am a health coach, I had to look a certain way. I felt like I had to appear to be the epitome of health, meaning six-pack, abs, fitness guru, whatever you want to call it. It was so weird and bizarre for me to figure this out because my immediate brain would have never told me that that's why I felt that way. But it's true. And the truth is, I don't have to look any type of way to be any type of person. I don't have to look a certain way to make an impact in this world. I have a Q&A coming out next week, I think, where I talked about the reason why sometimes I just show up on camera wearing a bun, no makeup on, and it's because I don't want to feed into the idea that you have to look a certain way to make that impact and to have a voice and to share what's on your mind and try and help somebody. And I realized that the same thing goes for my body. Just because I don't have a six-pack or I'm not the leanest that I could be doesn't mean that my words don't matter, and doesn't mean that they don't have the potential to help somebody who's in need. So that was an interesting realization, and it's something that I still do have to work through. Hey! Hey! My dogs are playing. Even though it's something that I still have to work through, it's something that's getting better and better every single time. I don't let those kind of thoughts just be a passing thought. Every time I do have the awareness that those thoughts are happening, I take note of it and I come back to it, whether that be journaling or doing some inner work and thinking about it. And if this is something you need help with, or you notice that something's coming up for you, you can download my ebook. It's for free at my website, thegoldlife.net, or send me a message on Instagram, and I would love to talk to you about this so you know that you're not alone. Number 2, my hair. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know this. I've been vegan for 1.5 years now. And throughout the course of my vegan journey, I've learned a lot about health in the vegan community and recipes and all kinds of stuff, ethical, whatever. But what I never really paid attention to is how much protein I was getting. Now I'm going to throw in a little disclaimer here and say that it is 100% possible to get enough protein on a vegan diet. I'm sure you guys know this. But it does take a little bit more of a conscious effort to make sure you're getting enough, especially for somebody who's an athlete like me. I work out regularly, I've been playing volleyball lately, and I'm a very active person. So naturally, I need more protein to sustain myself and to reach my goals of muscle growth. But I just didn't really pay attention to it, and naturally over time I let it slip. I've known this for a couple of months now, and I've been doing everything in my power to try and change the thickness of my hair, because I used to have like the longest, darkest, brown, curly, thick hair, and I actually just brushed it right now, so it's kind of frizzy, but it's just completely fallen out, and it's so thin, and I have been in tears because of it. I've been crying because of it. I was so depressed because I just feel like hair is a very important part of me, and it really does make me feel beautiful, and I've always been so proud of my hair. So that's something that I'm working towards, and I think that the actions that I have taken and being more conscious of my protein every single day, or at least as much as I can, because nobody's perfect, I really think it's been helping, but I know it's a slow progression. It didn't take one day to ruin my hair, and it's not going to take one day to get it back, and I'm trying to remind myself that it is a process, and I'm trying to enjoy the process of finding new recipes with more protein and what have you, but it's been an insane insecurity for me, and I've shied away from taking photos because of it. So that is that. This one has been ringing very true in my heart, more so recently than ever. I feel like I'm too boring for my friends. Let me back up a little bit. All throughout growing up in high school, I definitely had my party phase. I definitely did a lot of things that I'm not proud of today, even though they turned me into the person that I am today. But I used to love to party and go out with my friends and drink and whatever. And I still do like to go out and have some drinks with my friends, but I am not the person that's going to be out until 2 a.m., coming home the next morning being extremely hungover. I hate that feeling. I hate it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy a glass of wine. I enjoy watching The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. Let me know down below if you watch that, if you are on the same level as me. Hannah B, I got you. But the truth is, I live in a new city now. I have for 1 year. I've been so focused on achieving my goals, and creating the business that I want, and creating a life for myself so that later on in my life I can have all the financial freedom that I want and everything that I want in life, and not have to worry about anything. Well, I'm sure I'll still have worries because duh. But I see the Instagram stories of the people that I love and all of my friends who don't live with me, but they're having so much fun and they're going out with all their friends. And I definitely have that FOMO syndrome a little bit. I feel like I'm missing out. I feel bad that I'm not the same person that I used to be. And even though I do love going out with my friends when they come, it's not the same. And there's still that level of, I've changed. They're not going to like me. They're not going to want to be my friend anymore. They're going to replace me. And it sucks. It's a sucky feeling, and again, I just have to work through it and remind myself that I'm doing amazing things for myself, and my friends aren't going to drop me. It's simply a matter of what you're seeing on the internet, and it's altering your way of thinking, which pretty much goes for everything, and I'm sure I'm not alone with that. If you guys have had experience with this, or something in specific that comes to your mind when you think of the way that the internet and what you see superficially alters your way of thinking and makes you feel badly, let me know below so we can support each other and we can connect. I will be responding to all of your comments, and I can't wait to see them. My last one is feeling like an outcast. Now, not in any crazy kind of way, but it's something that came up when I was trying to think of what really is bothering me. What can I share with you guys so maybe you don't feel alone? At our core, there's always a desire to be liked, to be wanted, to fit in somewhere. Even if you are the most confident human in the universe, I guarantee that there are times when you feel insecure and you feel a rush of anxiety come over you in certain situations, or you don't really feel all that much fit in a certain crowd perhaps. I find that I have this feeling flush through me when I have important meetings to go to, or important occasions that I have to be at where I have to make friends. The truth is, I don't have to make friends. I'm already a social person. I already love talking to new people, but sometimes I get in my head in that way. And again, it's super weird, and I don't always have the best explanations for the reason why I feel the way I feel, but at the same time, I know that I don't have to be able to explain it. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to give you guys the best explanation that I can, but I think some of you have maybe been in a position before where you just don't know why something's happening. And that's a little bit like this, because I am social and I love hanging out with people. But I think since I don't have too many friends here in my new town, that I've naturally become a little bit more introverted and a little bit more of a homebody. So when I do go out, it is pushing me a little bit past my comfort zone, even though I know that it's healthy. Especially if I'm talking to a really important person that has, I don't even know how to say this. Like an important person, like let's say for a meeting, for example, if there's somebody that maybe wants to talk to me about featuring me on their blog, or somebody that wants to interview me or something like that. I know it's very important to just simply be yourself, but sometimes you want to make sure that they like you, in the sense that you want to make sure you're giving as much value as you can for their audience, and you want to make sure that you're providing for them as much as you can because they've given you an opportunity, or they're potentially taking you in. Okay, I didn't even realize that my camera died, but this seems to be happening a lot. I'm going to finish this quick because I have a few seconds left. I really want to open up the floor for you guys to talk about anything that's on your mind. Share your stories with me down in the comments again so we can support each other, because it's so important. And again, if you like these kinds of videos, please give me a like. I would love to know if you guys support it and you guys are interested in having more conversations like this and knowing more about me. I know I want to know more about you. If you want to reach me, you can through my email for a more deep and personal conversation. EdenGold527. I was making sure it was still recording. EdenGold527@gmail.com, or my Instagram. All of this will be down below, and please share this with anybody who you think might be able to use it. And I look forward to growing this channel to be able to reach as many of you as I can, and just having the fun of creating these videos for you guys, because I really do enjoy them and I find them a lot of fun. So if you guys can relate to anything that I'm saying, then let me know down below, and I look forward to talking to you guys later. Bye, loves.